know, the biggest issue, just
in terms of the evolution of the rights and all that.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it an evolution. I'd probably call it, I think it's devolved in many ways because people don't, like, they just can't answer basic questions like, what is a woman? That's pretty stupid, right? That's actually really stupid. And now all of a sudden they're going, I don't know.
But don't you think some would argue that, I mean, I know people hate to there's so much you just said that we have to unpack, but I'm going to just go back to this. Don't you think that there's people that would say that about us as black people? That there was a time where we weren't sitting at the same counters, we weren't using the same bathrooms, we weren't able to go in the same doors, we didn't have the same rights, we were seen as less than human. I mean, I think...
It's not about less than human, I just don't think they exist. Like,
I'm saying in terms of black people.
Well, you're talking about, right now you're conflating being black, which is like, obviously you're born black, you know what I mean? That's not something that I have to basically try to convince you that, like, no, this is real, this person, look at the color of the skin. It's like, yeah, obviously we have different races, very obvious this person is black. On the trans stuff, you're asking me to be crazy. You're asking me to look at a grown man and imagine that he's actually a woman, and that if he goes and gets work done, that he magically becomes a woman. So it's insanity. And definitely, let's not conflate it with being black. Otherwise, you'd have to defend Rachel Dolezal.
Well, there's no...
Jason Lee is trying his best to keep up with Candace